Okay, everybody, short video today, at least I hope it is. So first off, little bit of housekeeping just to do with the channel. Channel will be trying to do mech and mecha and machine and robot related games for the entire month of March. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to do of any specific game because it kind of depends on how bad things are in terms of like free time, as well as just uploading issues. I've already ran into some problems with the Gundam game where because of certain things, it at least the first video is being blocked in certain areas. And I say that now because it is kind of annoying to essentially record these things and then, yeah, you just can't do it in most countries. Probably the reason why I shelved this game in the back of my brain for a long time, even though I actually think it's kind of fun when I'm playing it correctly. But yeah, that is essentially the plan. There are a lot of different mech and Gundam and robot related games, so I'm not particularly short on it. Just as a bit of a tease, I do want to touch on the Zone of the Enders franchise, and I do want to touch on the Transformers franchise before the end of the month because I've been itching for those. Wish that some of those games were available on PC. Okay, now that's done. Let's switch over and talk about Global. So Global's news this week is a new character, False-tte, and I finally can, officially see how she is spelt on this, nice and clearly on this promotionary material in the game. And I just kind of want to talk about where she currently sits on JP and the obvious thing that happened that kind of pushed her down, which is More has essentially risen to the top ranking on basically every tier list I've seen that matters so far, or that I put even like a mild amount of, yeah, I can believe this kind of this source, or at least, when combined together, make accurate amounts. Yeah, More is just really insanely good. One of the strongest characters in the game. For people who are curious, Peachin did, because like I don't like Altima at all. I hate that website. As for Game 8, I think that they are a reliable guideline that I like to use often, that kind of coalesce with some other sources that I've seen. And I mean, for everybody on this channel, I mean, you all believe in the gospel of Peachin, and why not? He does a ton of work on it. So he did a tier list recently, and he has essentially put More at the top, and I agree with that. More does seem just really, really good. One of the best characters to come out this year. Of course, that's not to discount Hero King Mont, or Kuja, or Riku, or Shrekken still, or either of the top two healers. Those are all characters that I agree are basically in the higher echelon. I don't agree with Game 8's thing that AC Sephiroth is still basically top tier. I think he's fallen out. But I do want to talk about False-tte, and not only False-tte, but of the Ice Archer has come out. Both of those characters have kind of dropped down in terms of most tier lists. As well. They are still very high, but I think that they are not doing quite well. And I think that False-tte is a little probably the one hit the hardest by the new character that has come out on JP, like a anti-physical and magical tank that does really well against range and keeping characters alive, and even against some of the worst status effects the game can throw, is not particularly good for a Earth Gunner who was kind of an anti-mage character. Anyway, so if you are getting False-tte, all the power to you. You probably want, I don't think, just as my advice for building in teams, I have not seen really much success with the pure gun route from her. I think that she is better when she's mixed in with other different characters, across maybe some elements, or just in her own element. But solid gun is not my favorite. So, just be forewarned before you go down that route that I don't stand behind it. And I definitely feel less good about the whole range thing, because range game is basically killing you before you get over there. And when you have a really solid, amazing tank that can protect the characters really well and generate a ton of hate, like Moore can, not particularly good for the ranged game plan. So this is more of just a cautionary thing, but if you are going to go for it, pick your matches very carefully. And I would say also, as one other piece of advice, because I'm not going to do the video next week, is about the dad bomb card. Basically, yeah, I mean, it is a permanent card and everything, but it's one of the better, more recent gun cards that have come out that is feeling, you know, maybe a little more, dare I even say, well, required's a hard word for this point in the game, unless you're a whale, in which case you were probably getting it anyway. But I would, yeah, definitely push it more into putting some resources and trying to get that vision card as well to support the game plan if you are going that route. So yeah, small update on False-tte, meta, and whatnot if you're remotely interested in that. And if not, best of luck, and I hope, as always, that your polls go well. So thanks for watching this short little video, and we'll probably have some JP news within a few days before the end of the week. So later.